Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning. It is Friday, May 25th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Yesterday, Speaker of Maryland's House of Delegates Mike Busch and Anne Arundel County Executive Steve Schuh held a press conference up in North County to announce that they are in negotiations to buy a 100-acre parcel of property for a future school site and regional park in the Brooklyn Park, North County area. County Executive Schuh said, "For far too long, past county administrations have not invested here in North County. Our administration has entered into these negotiations to ensure residents of North County have access to the same amenities the rest of our citizens do." And in the schematics that they included, it looks like they're putting an elementary school and a middle school, some baseball diamonds, some soccer fields, open space, right there at B&A Boulevard near Bolivar Avenue and Hammonds Lane. This is all made possible by the Jumpstart Anne Arundel Capital Project Financing Program. In other Schuh news, the Capitol uncovered a strange turn of events in the campaign finance reports, and apparently just before County Councilman John Grasso decided to not run for county executive and run for state senator, County Executive Steve Schuh donated $6,000 to his campaign. Grasso says that his change wasn't influenced by the donation, and he said he decided not to challenge Schuh in the primary because the county executive, quote, addressed the issues where they disagreed. He said the $6,000 was just a byproduct of his decision. And speaking of campaign finances, Governor Larry Hogan, who does not have a primary opponent, Governor's deputy campaign manager Doug Meyer had said that Hogan plans to spend $1.3 million on television and radio ads in the Baltimore and Washington area. They will begin next week and air all the way up to the primary, which is on June 26. Meyer said it's always a good time to talk about how Hogan plans to build on his first term. And Hogan does have a huge edge in fundraising. He has more than $9 million in cash on hand, and that is more than all of the Democratic candidates combined. If you're looking to get out of town this weekend, the Maryland Transportation Authority says that 1.9 million drivers are expected to travel the roadways, and they've got some tips on how to travel to avoid the most traffic. Friday before 10 a.m. and after 10 p.m., Saturday before 7 a.m. and after 5 p.m., and Sunday and Monday before 10 a.m. and after 10 p.m. Makes sense to me, except if you're in Annapolis near the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium this morning. Yes, it is graduation/commissioning day for the United States Naval Academy, and with that comes intense traffic. You can expect a jam-packed area around Rao, Taylor, Bestgate, and even up to West Street between now and 9 a.m., and once again from about 12:15 p.m. till I would think about 2 or 2:30 until everything gets out of the way there. In between, there will be a brief motorcade when President Trump does arrive to address the midshipmen. So if you can avoid the area, definitely do that. That's about it for the news today. Please be sure you're checking eyeonannapolis.net because we do update that consistently throughout the day. And also just a brief programming note, we will not be producing a daily news brief on Monday because it is Memorial Day. We're going to take the day off and probably cook a hamburger or two. So hang tight. We do have your weekend stuff to do, as well as George Young with your local weather forecast, right after Sean ONeill with RBC Wealth Management.
I'm Sean ONeill, your local RBC Wealth Management Advisor. When you choose to work with me, you'll have access to a worldwide network of financial products and services only available from a leading global institution. RBC's international reputation for physical strength and stability, world-class capabilities, and corporate values is unique in the financial services industry. I also recognize the importance of reinvesting in the communities in which we live and work, and I'm committed to serving my clients by building long-term relationships based on trust, integrity, and confidence. I look forward to helping you with your wealth management needs. Call me, Sean ONeill, today at 410-573-6723 for a complimentary consultation.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, May 25th. We'll have one more day of perfect weather in the Annapolis area today, with max sunshine and temps once again in the low 80s before a chance of rain returns tomorrow with scattered PM showers and storms possible as temperatures get in the mid to upper 80s for highs on Saturday. From there, we'll see even bigger rain chances Sunday and Monday, though overall amounts of rain are not expected to be that much. So while some clouds will likely get in the way and some drops might fall from the sky, the expectation is not for a washout on the holiday weekend by any means. So stay tuned for updates and be flexible with your plans, but definitely continue to plan to get out and about through the long weekend. Okay, that's it for us today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Be sure to follow DMV Weather every day on our website at dmvweather.com and on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on our app, which you can download for free by searching for DC MDVA Weather in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. But remember, whatever you do this weekend with family and friends, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
Hey, it's May, and it's Maryland Podcast Month. No, Hallmark didn't invent this puppy, so there's no need to get a card, but do yourself a favor and give a listen to some of the other Maryland-based podcasts. Our right-wing friends, hey, they called us liberals first, at Red Maryland have put together a website called MarylandPodcastMonth.com, and it lists all of the podcasts that are participating this month. Throughout the month of May, many of us will be showing up on other Maryland podcasts as guests, and we'll have all sorts of antics throughout the month. Among the participants are Red Maryland and Eye on Annapolis, of course, and then others to cover every topic you can possibly think of. Podcasts such as Quality Time, The Maryland Crabs, A History of Maryland, The Conduit Street Podcast, Laugh Finder, The Extra Point Show, Society Fringe Players, The Mark and Lowell Show, The Engine Mom Podcast, and quite a few more. So go to MarylandPodcastMonth.com, check it out, get familiar with a new podcast near you, and of course, please let all your friends and associates know as well. And we will see you all May during Maryland Podcast Month.
Need to make plans for the weekend? We got you covered. Here are our top picks. Be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net to sign up for the events newsletter with a listing of all the upcoming area events.
Thank God it's
It is Friday, which is the best day of the week, and this is even the best Friday because it's the Friday of a long weekend. Yes, it is Memorial Day weekend, and if you're looking to stick around town, there's lots to do. Mostly music related, but over at Ram's Head, Friday, you've got Sandra Lerche playing. The doors are open at 7 with the show at 8. Tickets are still available at $39.50. If you like to laugh and you're a political wonk, on Saturday, the Capitol Steps come back to Annapolis for 2 shows. They've got a 6 p.m. show and a 9 p.m. show. There are a few tickets left for both of those, and I'm going to see them because I absolutely love the Capitol Steps. Incredibly funny. If you've never seen them, go do it. You won't be sorry. And on Sunday, in the 3:30 matinee show, Ram's Head brings some local talent with Del Florida, Amber North, Ryan Walsh, and Hungry on Monday. Over at Union Jacks, you can get your groove on with Joey Harcum on Friday night, with Weird Science on Saturday. Over at Metropolitan Kitchen and Lounge on West Street on Saturday, they have School's Out for Summer. And yes, we are celebrating that because it's happening really soon. Monday in Annapolis, it's the annual Annapolis Memorial Day Parade. It begins at 10 a.m. and it follows the traditional parade route along West Street, around Church Circle, down Main Street, ending down at City Dock. There will be marching bands, veteran and community and patriotic organizations, and in the past they have forbidden political organizations from marching, so I think it might be politician-free, which is always the mark of a very good parade. Following the parade, Mayor Gavin Buckley and several service organizations are going to do an annual wreath laying ceremony at Susan Campbell Park. Looking forward to next weekend. And we'll go over this obviously next weekend as well, but just put it on your calendar. You've got the Annapolis Irish Fest, which is coming in on Friday and Saturday, and you have the Annapolis Greek Festival, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you want to put those two items on your list for next weekend. This weekend, enjoy it, be safe, and we will see you on Tuesday because we're not going to do a podcast on Monday.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.